For Wagga Wagga-based researcher and lecturer, Dr. Chris Blanchard, doing research into grains is a natural progression. Dr. Blanchard has been at Charles Sturt University for a number of years and joined the Southern Panel of the GRDC in July of 2008. He has a passion for regional Australia and making sure rural producers get the best research for their limited dollars. Dr. Blanchard says one area he's passionate about is making sure Australian growers are able to produce the highest quality grains.
Well, I've got a pretty broad interest and I'm pretty well interested in anything to do with research, but specifically on a day-to-day basis I have some of my own research projects, particularly in the area of grain quality. So for me, I'm very interested to make sure that the grain that we're producing in Australia is as good as anywhere in the world, so that farmers can get the maximum price for their grains.
Dr. Blanchard also has a major research focus of his own. This is in the area of faba beans and the beneficial health properties that they contain.
We've got an interest in faba beans, and we're really trying to understand exactly what it is about faba beans that are good for you. And we know a lot about the fibre content and the starch content, but what we're particularly interested in is the antioxidant contents, because antioxidants are a great way to keep yourself healthy. They're a great way to reduce your incidence of heart attacks and hypertension, and generally make you much more healthy. Yeah, so what we've actually found is that the faba beans grown in Australia in fact have very high levels of antioxidants, and in fact eating a handful of faba beans every day is just as good as drinking something like a cup of green tea a day, which is known to have a high level of antioxidants. So they really are a very nutritious grain that we should be eating more of.
Dr. Blanchard is also involved with research into the eating qualities of Australian chickpeas, which he hopes will increase demand for our product.
So we're about to start a project that looks at how Indian consumers perceive Australian-grown chickpeas. So there's no point us growing lots of chickpeas here in Australia if we can't sell them into those big markets like India. So in that project we're actually going to be sending some of our chickpeas to India and ask some Indian consumers to taste those, compare them to their domestically grown chickpeas to see if they can taste a difference. And I suspect that they'll actually like ours more.